Hey guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave. So today I'm continuing on with my Atari 400 series. I started off doing a video where I showed the 400 that I picked up, and I also have picked up a bunch of games. I picked up about 10 games or so. One of them didn't work, and I wanted to actually do Donkey Kong Jr. today, but it was glitching up on me. So I'm going to try and clean it and see if I can get it working. So I already did Donkey Kong, the original Donkey Kong game, and I did Orc Attack. So today I'm going to be doing Pole Position on the Atari 400. The labels on these games are not very exciting. They're just plain gray, very boring. I think it was done on purpose because, you know, these are for the computer, so I guess they wanted to keep it serious, whatever reason. Now, I talked about Pole Position before. I've done a comparison video where I played Pole Position on the Atari 2600, and there it is there. And also Pole Position 2 on the Atari 7800, which is a really great version. And I guess I compared it to the Commodore 64 version. So I'm guessing that this version for the 400, because it's a computer version, it's probably going to be similar to the Commodore 64 version. So yeah, I mean, I only plugged it in to make sure it worked. So this will be my first time playing it as well. And, you know, I'm aware how to play Pole Position, so it shouldn't be too tricky. You're pretty much just driving a car. Anyways, let's get to Pole Position on the Atari 400. Okay, so we got Pole Position booted up on the Atari 400. So there's no real start screen. I guess this is the start screen. Pole Position, 1982, 1983. So it says Grand Prix Laps 4. I guess if I select Malibu Grand Prix Lap 5, 6. So it gives me a bunch of different laps. Okay, so if I hit the option button, I can change to a different one. So I got the Namco Speedway, Atari Grand Prix, practice run. Let's do the Atari Grand Prix. One lap. Let's go 2 laps, I guess. And start. Got that iconic Atari balloon go by. I'm assuming it's to say, yeah, so push up and down to shift. Car looks great. I mean, it kind of reminds me of the Commodore 64 version. Signs are a little bit bland. There's nothing on the signs. I was expecting to see some artwork on the signs or something. Even just the Atari logo would be nice. Kind of disappointed in that one. I mean, the game's movement is pretty good. That was cool. The crash is awesome. Overall, I mean, it looks great. Definite step up improvement from the 2600 for sure. I mean, there's no contest when it comes to that. I'm in low gear. So you push down for high and you push up for low. And then the rest you're just kind of guiding the car. See if the button does anything. No, the button's not doing anything. I think it's just all joystick. Oh, 7th place. Yeah, I'm not really in a good pole position right here. The sound is good. Of course, in the I guess in the arcade, it actually spoke. Oh, this is cool. So I'm whoa, far behind here. This is not good. I have to remember to take my hand off or not to push up after I go back into high gear, or else I go to slow. See how fast I'm going here. 187, 88 miles per hour. I'm finding that there's a lot of space in between the cars, so it's not that difficult to get around them. This might be a tricky one. But I'm not hitting anything, and the turning is not that bad. I mean, it's very little effort for me to turn. Probably should be downshifting on these turns, though. Oh, I guess the fire button's the brakes. Yeah, that seems like it. The fire button's the brakes. I find in these games you hardly ever hit the brakes unless you're doing a really sharp turn, right? Never been that good at these games. The car racing style games like this. Oh, I just got blowed up. Okay, I gotta get out of high gear. Oh. Passing bonus. Sound is great. Game over. Let's see here. What do I do here? Let's try a different. Oops. Let's try Malibu Grand Prix, 4 laps. One thing this game doesn't do is give you kind of like a map or anything and show you where you are on the course. That would be kind of handy. Just so you know how far you are away from that finish line. You know, because otherwise it just looks like you're just turning every once in a while. You have no idea what the course looks like. I remember on the Commodore 64 version, it shows you the map of the course. I don't think it did that on this one. It just kind of gave you the name. Probably in the instruction manual, I'd guess. I don't have any instruction manuals with any of my my Atari 400 games. I don't have any manuals with any of them. So, I mean, see if I can do better on this round. Without crashing and everything and running and everything. Whoa. Like, I'm literally not even touching the fire button. I probably should be to you know, help me with the turns. Pole position. Does that mean I'm number 1? Sweet. Wow. Went from 8th place to 1st place. Now I believe the thing is about this game too is it accelerates on its own. So you don't have to push anything to accelerate. The car is always going to be accelerating. All you're in charge of is what gear you're in and if you hit the brakes. Of course, turning too. But so you don't have to keep pushing down on the joystick, which is good because it saves your joystick from constant usage, if you want to call it usage. A lot of people broke their Atari joysticks back in the day on certain games that required, whoa, bah, hit the sign. A lot of people broke their joysticks on a lot of games, a lot of Atari games. I get out of that high gear. Like track and field, I've heard a lot of people busted their joystick on track and field. Because you got to do this a lot. Up and down, and it just puts a lot of strain on the plastic. And I'm in low gear, and that sucks. Okay, move it. Not doing too good. Got pole position, and then I fall behind. This game's just fast, that's all. Extended play. But I kind of like this. I mean, it's very much reminding me of like playing on the Atari 7800. But that would be pole position too. I'm talking about not pole position. Although I find that they're pretty much the same game. One of those things where they didn't really add too much difference to, you know, maybe the graphics or something. Maybe they switched the way the joystick puts you into high and low gear. Of course, if you played this on the arcade, chances are you were using a steering wheel. I think that's pretty much all of them were using the steering wheel. Whether it was like a stand-up one or a sit-down, you actually sat inside the cabinet. And fun little fact: if you watch, if you're a Judas Priest fan, there's a song "Free Wheel Burning." In the music video for that song, they play this game. That's for those people that are into the hard rock, heavy metal stuff. Especially the classics. But yeah, the video had this game, which was pretty cool. Oh, blowed up. Not doing too good. Let's see if I can... I don't know, is this my last lap? Do I have any more laps? Squealing my tires here. I guess that's a bad thing. I'm not supposed to be doing that. Final lap. Alright, let's see what happens if I don't get blown up. I think in the Commodore 64 version there's puddles on the ground, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if they do much. I don't know if it's just there for effect. I seem to remember running through some blue puddle things. Perhaps, I guess, it's only on that version, maybe. Maybe even on the 7800. I'm trying to remember now. Ah, my car. I get out of there. I'll find that right time just to shift into the high gear. Oh, geez, this is a sharp turn. Did I just run out of time? Passing bonus, 50 times whatever. I guess that's going to be my top score up there. 53,150. So, I mean, as you can see, it's quite a good version. I mean, it's got the sounds, it's got the nice graphics. I was a little disappointed, like I said in the video, about the signs on the side of the road being just red squares or whatever. I mean, they were just blank. I guess there was some reasoning behind it. Maybe they couldn't decide what to put there. Maybe the graphic capabilities. Maybe they used up too much. Because, I mean, the graphics were nice. The car looked nice. The road looked nice. It was smooth. The car was smooth turning and stuff. It wasn't very hard. I didn't find it to be hard. I mean, yeah, I crashed a few times. But I found other versions of Pole Position to be a little bit harder. You know, and it kind of reminded me of this one, the 7800 version. Which is good. I mean, this one came out much later, so the fact that it can match up to something like this, as to opposed of, you know, being better than this, of course, the original Atari version. But, I mean, it's all around. I mean, I think it's a great game. I really enjoyed playing it. Like I said, I mean, Pole Position is not one of my favorites. I'm not really good at the game all the time, so I don't play it often. I remember actually talking about this guy, the Namco, what is it, the Namco thing, plug and play, and it's got the arcade version of Pole Position on there. Very similar. I mean, the gameplay is almost like arcade, so I think it's cool. It would be neat to try it with a steering wheel, but there is no steering wheel component for the Atari. At least I've never heard of one. There is one for the ColecoVision, but not the Atari, unfortunately. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Let me know what you think of Pole Position. Let me know what you think of the Atari 400. And if you have any suggestions or any other games that you think would be cool. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Hope you subscribe to my channel. Talk to you later.